If you enjoy doing easy DIYs that are creative and inexpensive, then today's video is for you. Hello, welcome back to the Crafty Organizer. I'm Noreen Burke, and on this channel, I love bringing you ideas for organizing, decluttering, doing DIYs, upcycles, and anything crafty. Today, we're going to be working with those well-known puzzle blocks, whether you call them Jenga pieces, wood tower pieces, whatever you call them. These are what we're going to be working with. Now, I have noticed that over the years, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The most recent ones that I saw were honestly about 1.5 inches, but early on, I was finding that they were much bigger. This little magnet I made a few years ago was just made with 4 pieces that staggered, and I love working with these. But I've also made a lot of other things with them, but the ideas I'm seeing online are incredible. So I want to share 22 of my favorites today. My first favorite idea is one that I have done a few times, and that's using the game exactly as it is, but customizing each block. I did this for my cousin a couple of years ago. We made it a fun, interactive icebreaker game as well as a little bit of a drinking game, but it was a lot of fun. But these can get so beautiful by just taking the time to create a very specific aesthetic on them. But you could do this for weddings, baby showers, for college gifts, birthdays. Icebreakers are really a fun way because with each block that you pull out, there's a little instruction on doing something funny, silly. There's so many ideas on Etsy and Instagram if you wanted to create one of these. Number 2 is a fun idea of making a wishing well. Now, again, what I love about this is you can size it down if you wanted to put a little battery-operated votive in it, or if you were using it to collect cards or put a larger plant in it, you can just size it accordingly. So if you have made one of these, please share a comment below. Send me a picture. I have my email address in the description. I'd love to see what you create. Number 3 is similar to the wishing well, but by just using the base portion, you can make these beautiful candle holders, or this would be great around a glass vase as well. Another variation to this lantern is using a more traditional farmhouse look, and there are so many videos out there already on how to do this. If you would like me to make one though, I would love to tackle this. I think it would be such a fun and beautiful project because you could change up the look and make this super elegant or more weathered if you were going for a beach vibe or a farmhouse look. I love tiered trays. I've made a lot of these. There's one right over there that's made out of wire. Why not take one of your existing trays or go ahead and DIY one with the wood blocks all the way around it. This gives you a lot of variations for texture, for colors, and depending upon whether your tray is straight up and down or angled, you could really get some very different looks with these. Jay Mooney made it twice on this list. Here's another of her designs with this tray. I really love the glass at the bottom. I think this would be so elegant on a dresser or in a bathroom. But again, by staining them different colors or painting them, you could get some beautiful designs. This is more of an open idea, and they used one of the Dollar Tree placemats down at the bottom. Number 6 comes in with plant holders, and I'm going to keep saying this, but I love these designs because you can size it to what your needs are. These simple holders for candlesticks or plant stands are a lot of fun, and they can really elevate the look of your existing plants. Number 7 dresses up an existing mirror. By putting the blocks into sets of 3, you're creating set patterns that you can alternate in direction to really get a creative look. But you could also give these a very different look by just using different paint and stain techniques. If you're at all brave by cutting these down, you could really get a staggered look. Beat them up a little bit with a chain, with a screwdriver, with a hammer to give it some depth and dimension, and these can really look like a beautiful piece by just using these simple wooden blocks. You can also size these down around a simple frame to really elevate the look. I really love number 9. By making a platform on the back with the Jenga blocks and using a wooden clothespin at the top, you can really create a different look. I had done this before with a candlestick, but I like the idea of using the clothespin so you could swap out the picture, maybe put a daily affirmation on top, or even use a little menu item in the kitchen. That's such a cute idea. Number 10 is creating another frame, but they're using the Dollar Tree chalkboards as a background. This would be a lot of fun to create for kids in a classroom, or if you're creating a look in a room where you want to be able to change things out. Number 11 is leading us into a patriotic idea for the summer. This little flag is super cute, and if you wanted to get more creative, you could write our national anthem on the white lines. Now, number 12 looks like a cohesive set, not because of what they made, but because of the way they used alternating stains. These blocks just took the natural wood, and by using 2 different colors, they created a candlestick, a plant holder, and this coaster. This would be such a great set to give to someone as a gift. Now, number 13 is creating a sweet little box. I like the idea of trying to hide the fact that they're Jenga blocks, but you could do this just by sanding them a little bit to make them all an even height. But if you like the individual chunky looks, go ahead and stain them first, glue them together, and you'll have this little box to give as a gift. Number 14 is one of my favorites. By combining these little foam dice with your wooden blocks, you can create these beautiful desktop calendars. I really love making things like this because you can really match the look that you love so much and get creative, and it's not a lot of money to do this. Number 15 is what made me want to do this. I've seen a lot of these Jenga designs, but when I saw number 15, I really thought, my gosh, there are some creative ideas out there. I found this one with Jamie at the DIY Guy, but he gave credit to the person who originally came up with it, and that was Crafty Creates DIY. This is a beautiful knife block. I would be so proud to have this on my counter. I think it's stunning, not only because of the design that she used, but because she made it out of these little wooden blocks. So this is my favorite. What I really love about these blocks is they truly are a blank slate, so you can turn them into whatever you want. My favorite, though, is making small decor items. So if you're making something seasonally, I love these little books that you can put on a shelf or in your stacked tiers. This is 9 little blocks, but they took them in stacks of 3 to make each layer look like a separate book. There are tons of ideas for this, and it's just such a sweet little decoration. These Christmas trees are a super sweet idea. These frames are what I started with. Again, I started making these a while ago. I love it because it's not just for Christmas though. You can use them for any holiday or by taking the little calendars that you get from the Dollar Tree. This little ornament where they piece them together with wire is super cute. And once again, these don't have to be for Christmas ornaments. I think this would be really cute on top of a wreath as well. Or if you've got those gnomes or little stuffed animals that you like swatching out, you could make him holding a little sign like this that says something different for every single season. Number 22 is an item that I made with the Jenga blocks that I did a video on a long time ago, and that was making a stamp pad holder. This was an easy DIY. I've got that in the description below if you'd like to see how I did that. It's still holding up in my office right now, so if you'd like to make one of those, please check it out in the description below. What did you think of these 22 ideas? Which one was your favorite? And what have you made that maybe I haven't seen before? If you've created something, send it to me. You can either email it to me, or if you have a link to something you've created, type it out in the comments below. Let people see your creative sides and share your ideas. I love the things that we get from this community, and I'm really excited to see what you've created. I have a couple of little updates. My dad is home. He's home. I'm so happy. He is slowly getting better. We need to get a lot of weight back on him. He lost over 45 pounds. I can't believe how tiny he looks right now, but he's going to be getting stronger. We're really excited to get him back into a routine, and it's going to take some time to gain his strength back, but I think we're out of the woods now. So I'm going to be getting back into a regular routine of making videos. I had a second job that I had to take family leave from, so I'm excited to get back involved with that. And I'm getting caught back up on emails. And by doing that, I realized that when I had posted the video a couple weeks ago about these bags, you guys bought them and I didn't know, so I'm getting those out. I packaged them all up yesterday. I'm getting them to the post office today. So if you had ordered a bag 2 weeks ago, I'm so sorry, it's going out. And I included a free Crafty Organizer Clutter Fairy pen in that as an apology for its tardiness. But if you would like one of these bags, they are the Crafty Organizer bags. You can just open it up and it becomes a full-size tote. And what's nice about it is you can fold it up and put it away later. So if you would like one of those, I do still have some left on my website. That link is also in the description below. I want to thank you guys for your patience through all this. I want to thank my patrons. They definitely kept me afloat during these last several months with all that was going on in my crazy life. I have some fun videos coming up. One of them is a Temu review. I don't know if you've heard about them, but I keep seeing people doing these reviews and I decided I want to see what this is all about. I was offered a sponsored video and I declined it because I want to give you my real review on it without having to worry about them pulling back on my sponsorship. So make sure you're subscribed for when that comes out, and I will see you guys in just a few days. Bye.